Hey guys, and welcome back to another tutorial in 3ds Max, and today I thought we'd just go through how to create a simple parametric wall. So to begin with, we're just going to create a rectangle, one that would just resemble just a regular brick wall. And you can change the dimensions down in the parameters box on the right. So I'll make it 200 mils wide by 6 by 3. So from there we want to go into our side profile, and what we're going to want to do is we want to select splines and create a rectangle. And that rectangle is going to match the length of the wall we just created. Once that's created, we just want to make sure the length is exactly 3 meters, so we just change it in the parameters box there. We're going to right click on the spline we just created, and we're going to convert that to an editable spline. So from there, we're going to make sure that we have our control points selected first. We're going to right click and we're going to select corner. Then we're going to right click again and we're going to select refine. And this is going to allow us to add control points to these lines here. So we've got 1 and 2. From here we can edit the shape of our parametric wall. Just the beginning of it here. So I might just bring this out and I'll bring this in. So that'll be the beginning of our wall, the beginning panel. Well, let's create a waving effect. So it's going to wave through as it runs along the wall. The first thing we want to do is we're going to bring this spline in line with the start of the rectangle there. And we're going to click auto down in the keyframes. We're going to drag this over to the end, and after we've dragged it over to the end, we're going to drag the spline over to the other end of the rectangular wall. We're going to drag it back, and as you can see, it's now set in an animation loop going from the start of the wall to the end. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it to about 15 frames in. So this is where our next change in shape is going to be along the wall. So I can change this, I can move the first point in a bit and move the second point maybe slightly out. As you can see, as we set order, it's going to create another keyframe there on 15. So we're going to do it in 15 frame intervals. So the next one I'm going to bring up to 30. And then I'm going to change the shape of the wall again. I'll bring one in and I'll bring the other one out. We'll go to 45. And this is just slowly moving along the wall. 15 frame intervals. I'm going to bring it further in, maybe slightly up a bit. I'll bring this over to 60. And you'll just continue that until you reach 100. You go to 75. Then we'll move on to our last step, which is 90. just drag the timer along the animation timeline to the end. As you can see, the line is just moving gradually between those 15-second frame intervals, just waving along. So we're going to turn that into a series of panels, which is going to create a wave-like effect. Now to do that, we're going to go over to the modifiers list. And we're going to select extrude. So just going to extrude the first panel, just giving it a thickness. So we'll give it a thickness of 0.05, so 50 mils. And we're going to go and go to Tools and click Snapshot. We'll click Range, and we want to make copies of 20. We're going to ensure that it's on Mesh, and we'll click OK. As you can see, that's meshed across and just created waves. So it's not really the effect we're looking for at the moment. So we want to create more copies. So we've only got 20 panels at the moment. We're going to create more copies just to give it more of a wave-like effect. So we're going to go back up into Tools, and into Snapshot. So let's increase these copies to, I don't know, let's say 70. We'll click OK. And look, that's starting to look better. And you can play around with that, changing as many panels as you want. So that's how you create a pretty simple parametric wall within 3ds Max. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.